All right, howdy folks. Good morning, happy Saturday. All right, so I did a unboxing video last night of this Hopkinsville chert, which is a variety of Hornstone that I got from Todd Patterson. And I uploaded that video and it's out there. I'll post links to it, but that video ended up being like 45 minutes long. I don't really know how I did a 45-minute unboxing video, considering I didn't even nap anything. But I just literally went through and unwrapped each individual piece and showed it and talked about what I thought about it based on my experience thus far with this type of material. So that's a pretty long video, and I was thinking about it last night. A lot of people are going to be probably curious about the material itself, the quality of it, my experience so far. See, Todd has reached out to the community looking for feedback about this material. And what he proposed was he would send people a box of 5 or 10 pounds of material. They just pay shipping. The stone is free. And he just asked in return that people do some video and evaluations of the material and maybe napping the material, etc., etc. So I took him up on that offer. And yesterday the material came in and I did the video. Point being, a 45-minute video is a long video for most people, myself included, just to cover the unboxing part of it, not even the napping part of it. So I decided, let me just sit down real quick. I'm going to run through the material real quick and just kind of recap everything I wanted to cover in that 45-minute video. And I'll do that here in a much shorter, I'm going to try and get this thing down to 10 minutes. So this will be like the Cliff Notes or the final draft version of the unboxing. So my plan with Todd's material is to do this in like kind of 3 stages. So there's the unboxing part, which is my first take on everything. And then the napping part, which is going through, spalling some stuff out, kind of breaking the material down. And then the last part will be, I'll do a longer video where I actually do like a rock to point napping style video. Hey, how you doing? You want to be on camera too? So, my initial assessment, so I talked to Todd. Todd was offering to do 5 pounds for $23, 5 pounds in a medium flat rate box, which isn't very much material for a medium flat rate. I talked him up to 10 pounds, and that was last weekend. So he shipped it out a couple days later. I think he shipped it on Monday or Tuesday, and it got here yesterday. And when Todd reached back out to me after I paid him for the shipping, he let me know that he put about 12 or 13 pounds of material in the box. So I actually weighed it. All of this is in the long form video. You could watch the whole thing if you want. But it ended up being about 14 pounds of material, which is good. So I went through it all. This is the pile of it right here. Ignore this stuff. This is the material itself. And everything looks really good. When I reached out to him initially, I told him, don't cherry pick all the best pieces you have and send those to me for a video review. I don't want the best of what you got. I said, I want a little bit of everything that you got. Because when you sell a box of rocks, if you put only the best quality stuff in each box, you're going to run out of best quality stuff real quick. So normally, when you buy a box of good material, you're going to get some pieces that are really great. You're going to get some pieces that are just good, and then you're going to get everything in between. And that's standard. If you nap and you buy rock, you kind of know what I'm talking about. He's not advertising this as like top tier, high quality, grade A Hornstone, which some people have done in the past, and which led to some disappointment with their customers. The way Todd approached this, and I can kind of appreciate this, is he said, hey folks, I got a good source of rock. I think it's really good quality. I'd like to send some out to people. He doesn't want to lose money, so he asked that they just cover the shipping, which is fair in my opinion. He said, I'll give you the rock, you just cover the shipping. I'd love to get some feedback from some other people, some honest opinions on what they think about this material. I think that's the good way to do it. If you're new to selling this stuff and you're trying to get, build kind of a good reputation, and also because you're new, if you're just trying to get some honest feedback about it, that's a really great way to do that. I've done that in the past myself. I just ask people either cover shipping or just throw me a couple bucks, like sell the rock for like $1 a pound or so, just to get it out there into other people's hands so I can get some honest feedback about what's the quality like from other people's perspective. So I'll run through real quick. We'll just kind of take a look at all the pieces that we got in here. Now in my longer video, I talk, I guess, at great length about what makes this Hopkinsville good and what makes it bad. And just to recap that real quick, one of the things that makes Hopkinsville bad is the presence, I guess Hornstone in general, is the presence of these large pockets of crystals. It's not always going to affect the quality of the material overall, but sometimes it will. And if you've worked any of this stuff in Hornstone and you've gotten into a big pocket of crystals or big pocket of inclusions, you know what I'm talking about. That's the first thing that I'm looking for when it comes to Hopkinsville, because I've had some really bad experience with people selling Hornstone and they don't do their due diligence in testing the material and sorting their material. And I've ended up getting boxes full of completely unusable rock. I've got some examples of that here. This is not material from Todd. Todd did not send me this. This is material that came from a couple of other people. And, you know, it looked good on the outside, but when I broke into it, I realized really quickly that it was pretty much unusable. Large pockets or large volumes of this, I don't know if it's quartz, but I'm going to call it quartz crystals throughout the material that affect how the flakes run. Large rings or pockets of this really low quality, almost like a cortex type banding throughout the material, which makes it difficult to nap. Inclusions within the material. So as far as Hopkinsvilles go, like, that's one of the things I look at right off the bat is how grainy is the material. And by grainy, what causes it to be grainy is the size of the crystal structures within the piece. This piece right here is really, really grainy. This is one of the pieces I got from a guy that has disappeared. But he was selling this as high quality grade A Hornstone, and pretty much the entire box that I got from that dude was junk. That's not what Todd sent me. Todd sent me some really good stuff. I just talked about that so I can kind of relate that to what I'm seeing here in this box. So this is everything. This is 14 pounds of chert that he sent me. Just about everything. Sorry, my wife was deciding to have a conversation with me. Anyways, what was I saying? 14 pounds of material. There's some really good quality, high grade chert in here, like this piece. I mean, this one's fantastic. Really good quality. There's a lot of mid-grade stuff in here. So it's a little bit grainier, but still fairly good quality, like good waxy surface on it. No big cracks or inclusions or anything like that that I can see. Like this piece right here, this is probably the worst piece that came in the box. And all in all, it's really not that bad. It does have a few bigger pockets of crystal inclusions in it that I'm going to be able to work around those and make a piece out of this. So overall, so I'm getting on about 10 minutes here. Overall, my opinion, just opening the box and taking everything out, this is good quality Hopkinsville chert. It's obvious that he did a good job sorting it and cleaning everything and taking off any bad spots. He did a good job spalling everything out. These are all large to medium-sized spalls with a few flakes. But yeah, he took his time. He cleaned everything up so that every piece in this box is usable. I'll be able to get multiple points or knives out of the large pieces and individual points or knives out of the smaller pieces. And that's great at the end of the day. So the quality is like high B grade to A grade. The usability, like every piece in here is going to be usable. I'm going to get something out of it, even the worst piece. There's no cracks. There's no like huge blemishes or anything like that. So I'm really happy with it. I got this for 23 bucks. I'm going to get a lot of nice pieces out of this, and I'm looking forward to working it. So, initial assessment from unboxing it, it's good stuff. Todd, you did a good job. I'm looking forward to working on it. My next video, I'll come in and sit down, and I'll probably take these bigger pieces and reduce them down into smaller spalls and bifaces, and we'll make a video out of that. And then I'll be able to take a deeper dive into how well everything naps. But from my first look at it, it's a good deal. He did a good job. He did a good job boxing it up. It was well packaged. He wrapped every piece individually. He took a lot of care into getting it here. It got here quickly. He sent what he said he was going to send. I didn't get something totally different from what he and I talked about. I got exactly what he was showcasing. And he's been very open to feedback so far, and I appreciate that. So I'll put this video up. The other video, the 45-minute one, talking about the same stuff, just in more detail, it's also on my YouTube page. You can go watch that this afternoon if you want. I don't even know what the hell I talked about for 45 minutes, honestly, in retrospect, but it's on there. Go check it out and look for my next video where I start working on some of this stuff. Later.